Okay, so hello people. So today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question 91, that is Decode Ways, and it is a dynamic programming question based on strings. And in this, a message containing letters from A to Z can be encoded into numbers using the following maps. Okay, like 1 stands for A, 2 stands for B, 3 stands for C, similarly so on to Z, which is mapped to 26. Okay, to decode an encoded message, all the digits must be grouped, then mapped back into letters using the reverse of the mapping there. Can be multiple ways also, like for example 11106 can be mapped into AAJF with grouping 1110 and then 6, and KJF can be grouped by using 1110 and then 6. Note that grouping 111 and 06 is invalid because 06 cannot be mapped to F since 6 is different from 06. Okay, so and in this we are given a string S only containing only digits, and we have to return the number of ways in which we can decode it. Okay, so like for example in first case we are having 1 and 2, so we can decode 1 2 as A B, or 1 2 together as S. Okay, so now it's a dynamic programming question. So firstly, let's have a DP array. You can solve it without using the DP array also with just regression, but it will give you a time limit exceeded because we need to use the memoization. Okay, so let's first have an array DP that will be equal to new int s dot length. Okay, so now let's fill the DP with -1 arrays dot fill dp comma -1. Okay, and then let's return the function solve, and in that we'll be passing as the starting index and the dp array. Okay, so now let's declare the function private int solve that will be taking string as the starting index and the dp array. Okay, so now let's have the base case that if index ind equal to s dot length, we have to return 1 because that is a valid encoding. Okay, return 1. Okay, now let's check if I have already calculated that, and I'll be storing it in the dp. So if dp and equal not equal to -1, sorry, not equal to -1, so I'll be returning dp ind. Okay, so now here comes the okay, one more edge case, that if we are having 0, then we don't have to proceed because it would be considered as invalid. Okay, so if s dot char at ind equal to 0. Okay, so we have to check for the character 0, not the value 0. If s dot char that is not a valid index, so we have to return 0. Then here comes the main function. So we are having ways that will be equal to solve s comma index plus 1 and dp array. Okay, so now what we have to check if this is for single digit, because obviously all the single digits is really possible, and no matter till where they're going. Like we can do 1106 as 111, then 0 is invalid, and then we can go for 6. Okay, we cannot go for 06 because then it will be considered as invalid. Okay, so we what will be having a, and then 10 will be mapped together for j, and then 6 will be mapped for f. Okay, so this is for the single ways. But now let's say we have to map 1 1 and 1 0 together. So for that we'll be checking that if, sorry, if index plus okay, no, not index, ind plus 1, okay, here also ind, yeah, plus 1 is less than s dot length, because we don't have to go for out of boundary. And let's pass the integer dot parse int, uh, and in this we have to pass a substring from that particular index ind to ind plus 2, because we know that this parameter will be taking the value one less than that index. For example, if we are passing 2 comma 5, so that will become values 2 3 and 4 in the substring. Okay, and if we have to pass in this, it returns me with value less than or equal to 26, because in that case it's only valid. So what we have to do, the number of ways in gets increased plus equal to solve for top down, sorry, solve Here I'll be passing the string int plus 2 this time, and then dp array. Okay, so at the end, let's return dp int equal to ways. Okay, so now let's run it. Okay, yeah, and it gets accepted. Okay, so now let's submit it. And it works perfectly fine. Okay, so I would like to give you a follow-up that you can try using it bottom up or some other ways. Okay, so this was it for today. Thank you for watching.